ตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตะลึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึก well hello everyone welcome to my video. Today is Sunday the 29th of September 2024. My name is Dan Kita from Thailand. In this video, I like to talk about the true Dharma in Buddhism for the people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who wants to end suffering and attain Nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me only, because I'm Prahan in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana in this life. I'm ready, but are you ready? The word Prahan means a perfect person who has realized as it is and has attained Nirvana. Dharma was taught by the Buddha can solve all problems, not just temporarily but forever. If you want to end suffering permanently, you must attain Nirvana in this life. Achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering, because there is no cause to be born anymore. This means you can stop the cycle of death and reincarnation forever, and escape from samsara forever too. True Dharma in Buddhism doesn't have inspirational quote. There are only the truths that everyone can understand. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, as I told you, being aware of what you are thinking is the best way. Don't make meditation and don't make walking meditation. I do like this, you were taught to believe. This is walking meditation, and I do like this. You were taught to believe this is meditation. I want to say, meditation and walking meditation cannot solve life problems. If you want to solve life problem and in the end you can attain Nirvana in this life. Being aware of what you are thinking is the best way. Can you understand me? And I absolutely forbid you to practice about non-attachment and letting go, because our whole self doesn't really exist. Every story I convey in the video is suitable for only people who have the most wisdom and want to end suffering and attain Nirvana in this life. The ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. It's not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught. Then you will suffer again. Buddhism does not teach us to solve life problems and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self. So we attach to everything in this world. In reality, our true self is not certainly exist. Where can I find our true self? I show you like this. Doesn't mean a man who is walking, and doesn't mean a man who is speaking. You see the way you see the way they see, you see as it is, but you cannot realize your thought. Those who can understand in this talk must be counted. And individually that how many people are there. I believe that you are a wise person who can understand me in this talk. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way, as I told you, being aware of what you are thinking is the best way. Basically, you must first understand what the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught Dharma only. Dharma is the true nature of reality that has no name in any Buddhist language as we believe it. Dharma is not a human being, is not an animal, is not an object. Therefore, Dharma doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the Buddhist language as we believe it. Everything in this world is Dhamma. The word Dhamma and the word universal truth, they have the same meaning. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, when you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen and without prejudice to me. And consider along as I said over and over again, until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally, you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana in this life. The topic to speak in this video, let's take a look. The topic to speak in this video. Life does not suffer, body does not suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thoughts cause suffering. And let's take a look. Let's take a look. Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches universal truth to attain Nirvana. Again, Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches universal truth to attain Nirvana. Before talking about that, I have something to show you. Let's take a look. I have something to show you. Let's take a look. You suffer because you misunderstand. You misunderstand because you lack of wisdom. You lack of wisdom because you ignorant as it is, and realizing of your thought as it is can literally help you become a wise person. Then ignorance will fade away by itself. I say this is not an exaggeration, please bear in mind. And let's take a look. The word Avidya is Pali language. It means ignorance in English. Ignorance doesn't mean lack of knowledge. Knowledge is created by using fictional language to create contents and stories such as mathematics, science, music theory, etc. For teaching is order, but ignorance as it really is not about fictional language and cannot teach its order with the fictional language. Content and story in Pali are called knowledge. Contents and stories in Pali are called knowledge. I don't know. Why did I say that? I want to say, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, I absolutely forbid you to practice about non-attachment and letting go. And don't practice meditation and walking meditation. When you do like this or like this, it's just the body posture of human, but you will taught to believe this is walking meditation. This is meditation. Where can I find meditation? The story in this talk is difficult to understand, or hardly impossible to understand, or you don't want to understand because you have never heard someone say it like me before. Dhamma in Buddhism is suitable for elite people who have the most freedom. Suitable for elite people who have the most freedom like you. And I want to say, those who can understand in this talk must be counted individually. That how many people are there? I believe that you are a wise person who can understand me in this talk. When I do like this, you believe that this is walking meditation. Where can I find walking meditation? When you do like this, doesn't mean a man who is walking, doesn't mean a man who is speaking. You see the way you see Shastra is. I want to say you must open your mind to listen about as it really is and being aware of what you are thinking, because you have never heard someone say it like me. I want you to understand about being aware of what you are thinking as it really is. Don't make meditation and mindfulness training categorically. Can you understand me? I want you to understand being aware of what you are thinking as it really is. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, being aware of what you are thinking doesn't mean practice. It's happening in everyday life. It's natural. Can you understand me? As I told you, topic to speak in this video. The topic to speak in this video, I say, life does not suffer, body does not suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thought called suffering. Because you have never heard someone say it like me before. I say, life does not suffer, body does not suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thoughts called suffering. And Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches universal truth to attain Nirvana. I said, this sounds weird. You may accuse me I'm crazy. Not at all. You are crazy. You may accuse me I'm crazy because you cannot understand me in this talk. I say, Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering. Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teach universal truth to attain Nirvana. And I say, life does not suffer, body does not suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thought called suffering. Have you ever heard someone say that like me? I want to say, the decorated thought or thought process are on duty to think all the time. The decorated thought or thought process, giving meaning and value to what you see all the time. Have you ever heard someone say like me before? I want you to understand about the decorated thought. For example, from now on, I want you to understand about the decorated thought or thought process are on duty in everyday life. For example, as soon as you see this, within a fraction of a second, you interpret by giving meaning and value to what you see and end up and like or dislike. You can know that this is a bottle of water. I think what you see now is just as it is or the way it is. It's just a phenomenon or something which happened to the mindful awareness. What you see now doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of physics language, because you have never heard someone say it like me before. Everyone in this world want to walking meditation and want to meditate only. You must be broad mind to listen when I teach you. You know, the decorated thought or thought process is the heart of quenching of all suffering. The decorated thought or thought process is the heart of quenching of all suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video. And without prejudice to me, I'm Farhan in Thailand. I try to help you. I teach you for free, no cost. I teach you for free, no cost. Can you understand me? For example, I want you to understand about decorated thought. The decorated thought, this means, as soon as you see it, the decorated thought or thought process are on duty to think by giving meaning and value to what you see within a fraction of a second, and then and end up at life or this life. And you can know that. What does it mean? You were taught to believe this is a bowl of water. In reality, what you see now, it doesn't mean a bowl of water. Okay.ตึกmeow meow meow meow. A cat say meow. A cat say meow. A goat say bear. A cat say meow. This is a cat. This is a cat.ตึก. A cat say meow. A cat say meow. A goat say bear. A cat say meow. Let's take a look. This is a cat. A cat say meow. Oh, a cat say meow. Oh, kidding. Oh, from now on, I like to talk about. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches universal truth to attain Nirvana. And the topic to speak in this video, I say, let's take a look. Life does not suffer, body does not suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thoughts cause suffering. And let's take a look. I want you to understand. You suffer because you misunderstand. You misunderstand because you lack of wisdom. You lack of wisdom because you ignorant as it really is. Realizing of your thought as it really is can literally help you become a wise person. Then ignorance will fade away by itself. Wow! I said this is not an exaggeration. I want you to understand. We suffer because we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. For example, when your voice died or your car was stolen, you suffer. Can you understand me? Let's take a look. I want you to understand. If I say, this is my wife, this is my car, where can I find the meaning of this is my wife and this is my car? It's just the belief in the meaning of the fictional language. I want you to understand. What you see now doesn't mean a man who is walking. Doesn't mean a man who is speaking. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Doesn't mean a man who is singing. For example, the young one, darling was the young one, the young one, darling was the young one. ขออีกเพลงนะครับ Don't look so sad, I saw it so well. เพราะมากเลยครับผม Just kidding. You know. When we believe that this is our true self, we attach to everything in this world. Where can I find my wife, my son, my car? It's just a belief, as I told you. We suffer because we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. You know, the regulated thought or thought process are on duty to think all the time, as I told you. For example, as soon as you see this, the regulated thought or thought process are on duty to think by giving meaning and value to what you see within a fraction of a second and end up like what this flight. And you can know that this is. What does it mean? You can know that this is a bottle of water. because you were taught to believe. What you see now is a bottle of water. In reality, what you see now is you see the fetishes, you see the way you see as it is, you see the true nature of reality that has no name. You see Dhamma, you see universal truth, you see as it is. Oh, I want to say, because you have never heard someone say it like me before. The story in this talk is suitable for only people who have the most wisdom. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, when you listen to me, you must be open-minded to listen and without prejudice to me, because you have never heard someone say it like me before. Again, I want to say. Life does not suffer, body does not suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thoughts cause suffering. And Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches universal truth to attain Nirvana. You know. สวัสดีครับ You know. The ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. It's not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught. It's not just about meditation, walking meditation. I absolutely forbid you to practice about meditation, walking meditation, because you have never heard someone say it like me before. As I told you, if you want to end suffering permanently, you must attain Nirvana only. I want to know. When you meditate, you were taught to believe. When you meditate, you will find the true peace of mind. What does it mean? The word true peace of mind, what does it mean? I want to know. When you meditate, have you ever reached peace of mind? No, not at all. You just do like this, or like this. You just do like this. You just do like this. You just do like this. Or like this. You just do like this. And you were taught to believe this is meditation. It's just a body posture of a human. It doesn't mean meditation. When you do like this, I want to know, have you ever reached peace of mind? Did you hear that? Have you ever reached peace of mind? No, not at all. You just do the body posture like this. This is just the body posture of a human. Doesn't mean meditation, and doesn't mean walking meditation. As I told you, meditation and walking meditation cannot solve that problem, because how to say it doesn't really exist. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, at first, you have to listen only. Listening with concentration is the right practice. It doesn't mean meditation, doesn't mean walking meditation. Can you understand me? I want to say, if you are a new Vipassana practitioner, listening with concentration is the right practice. It doesn't mean meditation, doesn't mean walking meditation. Can you understand me? Because you have never heard someone say it like me before. In reality, no one suffers, no one is happy, because you have never heard someone say it like me before. In Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence, because our self it doesn't really exist. Have you ever heard somebody say it like me before? In reality, no one suffers, no one is happy. In the same way, this is my wife, this is my car. It's just the belief in the meaning of the Buddhist language. As I told you, When you believe or accept that this is out to self, you will attach to everything in this world, and then you will suffer. You will suffer because you misunderstanding, because you misunderstand. If you want to be a wise person, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video, and consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana. The story in this talk is suitable for only people who have the most freedom. The story in this talk is suitable for only people who have the most freedom, like you. I want to say, in reality, no one suffers, no one is happy. I want to say, this is my wife, this is my car. It's just the belief in the meaning of the Portuguese language. It doesn't really exist. Being aware of what you are thinking is the best way to solve right problem. Being aware of what you are thinking, etc., is the best way to solve right problem and attain Nirvana in this life. Nothing more to say than this. Please bear in mind.